guys, welcome back to another video. It is Lisette Shiy, but of course you already knew that because you clicked on this video. But if you have not seen my face before, welcome to my channel. Make sure to click the subscribe button and welcome to the family, I guess. But if you aren't new here, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and I'm going to be sharing my growing up black in the UK, my black experience as a black woman, something like that, something like that, because it is Black History Month, so you know, happy Black History Month. But yeah,
I just want to bless me. I want your bag, give your best to me. Shorty got the bread and the recipe.
I was meant to like do this story of my life, I guess, a while ago. Like I wanted to do it in like June time when everything was happening, but I just never got around to it because I felt awkward to do it just like by itself, something else, which is, it doesn't really make sense, but it makes sense to me. Please guys, ignore my hair because right now it's just, we're gonna fix that. So where do we start? Where to start? Obviously we're gonna start when I was born. So oh yeah, if you didn't know, obviously I'm black. My parents came from Kenya a couple of years before I was born. So I was born in England. So yeah. Should I tell you what I'm using? You can. To be fair, it's been a while since I've done a grade with me, so I will. I think this is an MUA pencil. Obviously, as you can see, it's basically all gone. So like, okay, I guess I'm gonna start in primary school because that's as far back as I can really remember. I don't really remember nursery and that. But anyways, so in primary school, I remember I did want to be white. Like I really wanted to be white. But the only reason I wanted to, like looking back now, the only reason I wanted to be white really was because I wanted hair like theirs. My mum never really let me wear my hair out, which like is understandable because imagine wearing my hair out and then I just come back and it's all tangled and it's literally, it would just be a mess. Like that would be so chaotic to deal with. And I just wanted to have hair like theirs because we always used to like play with each other's hair and stuff like that, and nobody could like really ever play with mine because I always had mine in like cane rows or like just braids that you can't really like play with. Do you know what I mean? Obviously when I had like single braids they could play with them, but like any other kind of braids couldn't really play with my hair like that. And I never really had single braids that much in primary school, probably until like year 6. I think that was literally the only reason I wanted to be white. If I can remember correctly, in primary school I was the only black girl in my actual class, but obviously in our primary school we had 2 classes of each year. So in the other class there was black girls. I think there was, from what I can remember, there was 2, and then there was a mixed girl. And I remember in my class I was black, and then obviously, and then there was another black boy, and then there was a mixed boy. To be fair, it was just normal to me. I didn't really, at that age, like you don't really see color. Like I think even the white kids, they don't really see color. I don't remember being like I don't remember any like racism in primary school. In year 6, I think it was, my dad actually changed me and my brother's names to be so my name used to actually be Lisette, and that was it. That was my name. Well, obviously I have a middle name, but like that was it. And like yeah, but then my dad changed it to be Lisette Joseph, so my name was Lisette, my middle name Joseph, and Korea just kind of disappeared, like if I'm being honest. Obviously the reason was so that my name looked white on paper. And the reason, I feel like probably the main reason, I think quite a few other people's parents did it. I have a couple of friends, I think, whose parents did it as well. But I remember in year 6, we had to do a test to be able to do the level 6 paper. So everybody would do level 5, but to do level 6 we had to like do a test, and they told us that there was only a certain amount of people that were allowed to do the level 6 paper. Like they didn't have enough papers or something like that, because which was absolute bull, because okay, anyways, we'll get to that. So we do this test or whatever, and then where my seat was in year 6 was right in front of the teacher's cupboard. And you know, you just swim back sometimes on your chair. Obviously you're not allowed to, like you're not supposed to, but everybody does it. Like you just swing on your chair, and then I must have seen, the cupboard was open, okay? The cupboard was open, and I just swing back and something catches my eye, and it was the test results. So I see everybody's names. Oh yeah, so I just used a Lego Pro Conceal for under my eyebrows, and this is the concealer I use. And then Fenty foundation, this is the foundation I use, and I'm going to use it on top of my eyebrows as well. And I use the shade 370. So, and the brush I used for my eyebrows was Lisette makeup, link in the description. So I'm seeing the test results now, and I'm seeing the clever people, their test results are high. Obviously they're doing the level 6 paper. Like at this point, the people who were doing the level 6 paper have already been told, like we've been told who's doing the level 6 paper and who is just sticking with the level 5. And obviously me, I was really upset that I didn't get a high enough mark to do the level 6 paper, or so I thought. So now I'm looking at the test results from the paper, and why do I see a girl's name that she's white, and then I see my name. Okay, it might not be in the correct order, but like I remember seeing 3. So the white girl was allowed to do the level 6 paper, and I see her name and her mark, and then I see one of the black girls which was in the other class's name, and then I see my name. And tell me why we all had the same mark. But the white girl is allowed to do the level 6 paper. So I go and ask the other black girl, or I think I go and ask her if she's allowed to do it or if she's not, or like we just got told everybody, so I knew that whether she was or wasn't doing the level 6 paper. So she was not allowed to do the level 6 paper like mine. Obviously they've told us that only a certain amount of people were allowed to do the level 6 paper, so obviously I'm like, well, okay, maybe only a certain amount of people are allowed to do the level 6 paper, that's why me and her aren't allowed to, we can't do the level 6 paper. But why pick, first of all, why pick the white girl to do it? Why not me? Why not? And if they did, if there, wow, if there really was only allowed to be a certain amount of people to do the level 6 paper, surely they should have just done it in alphabetical order. Whoever got the right marks to do level 6 paper, they should have just done it in alphabetical order. Best believe my name was before hers in the register. I go home and obviously I tell my parents. Obviously I couldn't really like bring it up to the teacher because it's like, why are you looking in the teacher's cupboard? But I go home and tell my parents, and then yeah, I still didn't get to do the level 6 paper, but you know, we saw the racism. And I feel like that's the first time I like knew about racism. So I'm using GVS Place foundation. I'm gonna mix it with my Fenty for my forehead, because obviously, as you can see guys, my forehead is darker than the rest of my face. I feel like secondary school was a good mixture. In my secondary school, my first secondary school that I went to, there's like a great mixture of people, different thingies, but obviously it's a secondary school, it's much bigger. So yeah, in my secondary school class, I feel like I can't even, obviously I remember the people in there, but like it wasn't like I was like, black people were a minority. Like there was black people, there was Asian people, you know, like it was good, like, except they was racist. They were racist. I'm gonna do a whole different story on one like major experience that just confirmed to me that the school was racist. Actually another thing confirmed to me that the school was racist, but that was like after I left. But like in general, they did label black girls as just problematic, troublesome, you know, just that, you know what I mean? Like, I got in trouble a lot in that school. Obviously that was because I was like bad, but at the same time it was just kind of worse because I'm black. So then I moved school for the start of year 9. I moved school, and I moved to school that was very white. That's the only way to describe it. Like, it was a very white school. Like, obviously there was black people, there was Asian people, but like I was the only black girl in my class. Was there even I was the only black person in my class. Out of 4 classes, I'm pretty sure I was the only black person. I mean, there was another boy, but I wasn't sure what he was. I think he might have been mixed. I'm not sure. And the thing is, there was black people so in the secondary school, there was like 8 classes of each year. So, but we were separated into like 2 bands. So, there was band A and band B. So in band B, I was in band A. In band B, there was quite a lot of black people. So I don't understand why they couldn't put me in band B to start with. But yeah, so all my friends were white in that school. Obviously I was friends with like some of the black people, but like that school was just, I wouldn't say it was racist. Like, I wouldn't say it was racist. There was just not a lot of black people. Do you know what, actually? You know what, reading Mice and Men, obviously history lessons awkward, and the thing is I really sat at the back of the class, so people really did turn around, but I don't remember spending really that much time at all on slavery and stuff, which isn't great, but at the same time, like, at that point I didn't. English classes of Mice and Men, there's actually no reason. Obviously when you're a child, yeah, you think, oh my gosh, it's the book, like I can't tell them not to say the N-word. I don't think I'm gonna say it because I think I'll get a strike or something, or this video will get taken down or something, but so I'm not gonna say it. But there's no reason for them to actually read that word, like knowing that obviously the adults know, maybe the children don't know what that word means, or like what it means, do you know what I mean? But I think I remember knowing what it meant. So I mean, okay, fair enough if like the other white children don't know what it meant, like you can't blame them. The school is white, they don't have a lot of black people around them, so how are they supposed to know, you know what I mean? But there's no reason for teachers to be saying the N-word and saying it's okay, it's a book, you can read it. Like, there's no reason for that at all. Like at the time, like I couldn't be like, my English teacher hated me as well, but I couldn't be like, well, in year 9, yeah, in year 9 my English teacher hated me, and in year 9 is when we read of Mice and Men. So like there's actually no reason for you to say that word. But whew, boy. And I feel like when you're, say, 14, 15, you feel
that
like you can't tell the teacher don't say that word. Like, you just feel like you can't, because like for me, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get in trouble. Like, I'm really just gonna get in trouble if I tell him he can't say that word. If I walk out, I'm just gonna get in trouble. Like, you know, like, you don't want to hear a white person saying that word. Deep it. That is so horrible. And I remember feeling uncomfortable when people were reading out and they would be allowed to go like, what the hell is even that? Like, why? There's actually no reason. Like, thinking about it now, there's really no reason for people to be saying that word at all. Please, if you're in school right now and you're reading of Mice and Men, please just stand up and say, like, can you not say oh like, can you not say that word? Like, it's actually really offensive. Obviously, like, I guess the context of it, but it's just not nice to hear a white person saying that word ever. Do you know what I mean? If you feel uncomfortable, and if the teacher doesn't, I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, but if the teacher doesn't acknowledge that you feel uncomfortable when that word is said, walk out, because it's actually not okay. Like, I actually could not believe that at that point I thought it was okay. Now let's go back to the hair thing, because hair is a big part of my life. I remember the one time I did have my hair out, or one of the times I had my hair out in primary school, everybody was touching it. Obviously I was like, at that point I didn't really mind people touching my hair, because it was like, first of all, I didn't do my hair, so I didn't really care. my mum was the one doing my hair. People touched my hair, even the teachers touched my hair. I don't think people asked, I can't lie. I think the teacher might have asked, and I was like, yeah. And the teacher was like, because it's these microaggressions that you don't notice when you're a kid. And even now, like, you might not notice them, but it's like, your hair's so much softer than I thought it would be. I'm like, yeah, because my hair is actually really soft. It's just been like this. Oh yeah, so I said I use the Juvia's paste as it is so dark for me. So I use it as contour actually, because I like how brown it is. Like, I like how warm it is as a contour. So yeah, I remember people used to touch my hair in secondary school, and I would never really dry my hair properly, like in the morning, can't lie. I ain't got time for that. I'm not drying my hair properly, I'm letting it air dry, so my hair was like always wet. People are like, your hair's wet, oh my gosh. Like, don't touch it then. I'm so sorry, don't touch it then. Like, if it's wet, if it's greasy, I don't know why you're touching it. Do you know what I mean? I went through my transitioning. I think I'll do another video on my hair journey if you guys want to see that, how my hair is, what it's like today, because I'm pretty proud of my hair actually. Let's see, my name has been Lisette Joseph all of secondary school. I changed it to be Lisette Courier Joseph, I think in the first year of college, because your girl did not like Lisette Joseph. I just wanted it to be Lisette Courier again. Obviously, like, yeah, like if my name looks white, it's going to be easier to get jobs and stuff like that. I haven't really ever had a problem getting a job when I've wanted one. And then yeah, so then college was calm. There was a very good mix in college actually, I can't lie. College was so calm. Yeah, I got my first job when I was 16, basically straight out of secondary school. My name was Lisette Courier Joseph. I just remember the manager like saying it was really posh because it was double barreled. I was like, okay. So yeah, and that's been my experience so far. This video is hella long, so I'm probably just gonna come back when I'm finished. So guys, I am all done. This is my hair. It's like kind of half straight, and it's just a mess. My hair's a mess, okay? Well, obviously, like, I just worked something out. I just put a bit of beeswax and slicked it down, you know how we do. For my lip, I used Fenty and the glow one. I don't know, I think that's what it's called, Fenty Glow, and then just clear gloss, which I need to take with me. And yeah, I'm just wearing this jumper dress from Pretty Little Thing, and I paired it with this belt, which I think is from New Look. Lashes, Lisette makeup, what do you call it? Highlight, sleek. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video, and this is the final look.